A Bitcoin ATM producer has moved to Switzerland, to Lucerne. My name is Michael Kubera. Welcome indeed. Let's get into some crypto news. First video in the new year. Hopefully you've had a wonderful beginning, and if not, don't worry, it's all about the habits. It's not about the individual days themselves. You have lost the battle, but the war has yet to be won. Let's get into it. You're seeing more and more in the news titles like this. ATMs are on the rise worldwide. The plan is to open 3,000 Bitcoin ATMs across Europe by the year 2023. Now, Bitcoin of America says rise of Bitcoin ATMs. There are now over 1,200 Bitcoin ATMs, and they're growing rapidly, even though Bitcoin is down. For most of 2018, other than January, Bitcoin went through a deep crash, as some people would like to say. And even though it took a nosedive, the amount of ATMs has risen due to money just being available. It is printing money for the bars, for the restaurants, for the airports, wherever it's located in. And some people just want to take the risk that if Bitcoin in the future were to go up again to, let's say, $20,000 or even more than that, they'd be making a lot more money. Now, you may be wondering, how do these Bitcoin ATMs produce revenue for the restaurant owners? Well, first and foremost, it depends on what machine you have, but the latest machines have big screens, and they've been doing this for a while, but the bigger the better, as long as it's modernized and it has all the security features on it. They have just screens, and these screens or double screens can be used to place advertisements on there. The bigger the advertisement, the better, because you're able to charge more, and also if it's in a good location, and also if it's 3D text or it's an animated advertisement, hey, you're able to find a monthly sponsor, an annual sponsor, or just one company for the rest of the Bitcoin ATM's life, or maybe a new sponsor every single week, depending on how much you're able to charge them, which in a lot of these cases, crypto advertisements are super overpriced. You can already make profit just from the advertisements alone. But most of these ATMs are probably bringing in new people to the restaurant, to the bar. They're looking up Bitcoin ATM on a radar map, and oh, it's Frank's Bar. I've never been to Frank's Bar, but hey, I'll check it out. Okay, you know what? I'm in the mood for a beer while I'm buying the Bitcoin. And there we go. Frank's Bar just got an extra $5 because, well, you got a little beer, but then you wanted some peanuts to go with it, and then boom, before you know, you call your buddy, hey, Frank's Bar got an extra $25 because your buddy came in and he ate a whole pizza. Those are the two oversimplified methods that a Bitcoin ATM is going to bring in more capital. But there's more in terms of fees. Is the Bitcoin ATM owned by two parties, by one party, by three parties? Because then the revenue is getting split. But also one of those parties doesn't even have to be an owner, just kind of like how Trump has his name on hotels. The hotels paid Trump just to use his name. They aren't his hotels, meaning he doesn't have to pay the revenue. He just makes money from having his name on there. So some of these Bitcoin ATMs work in just the same fashion. You can actually go to a website called ATM Radar, and I'm going to leave the link in the description below, from 2014, where you had 4 ATMs installed, to now 2019, where you have approaching 4,200 ATMs, where it did kind of it stopped growing during July, where it was at 33.97, and then August it was like 34.52. That was a really bad period overall in terms of the year, but it was growing by 1,000 ATMs worldwide when everybody else thought it was the end of cryptocurrency. So why is this? And you can see that it's going on in the United States, in Canada, in Austria, UK, Australia, in Poland. There's Bitcoin ATMs and there's Bitcoin dealers. There's actually a Bitcoin dealer on this street that I'm filming this from. It's not my house. If you go a little bit more to the left, and also hemp stores, which was surprising, but that's more for Avi. With that in the intro, and right now Bitcoin is currently at $3,805 with the market cap at $130 billion for all the cryptos. Lamassu, now called Lamassu Industries AG, has moved to the Swiss canton of Lucerne, because the firm wants to be in a place where rules are well-defined and regulators are pro-innovation, where we know the Swiss are good with money. I mean, they got Rolex and they got crazy banks, and they've also always been known to just kind of not really give a crap about anything. And people sometimes launder their money through the Swiss banks. But apart from that, the Swiss people are really chill. And cryptocurrency companies are getting a lot of positive reception over there. I mean, Bitcoin futures have been going on in Switzerland. There is a specific town called Zug, and in December it was ranked the fastest growing tech community in Europe. Zug came out on top in comparison of a year-on-year growth of attendees to tech-related meetup events per European city, with a 177% increase since 2017. Several major companies moved over. In addition to Switzerland and Malta, we've been seeing a lot of that in the news. Other countries such as Bermuda, Estonia, and Liechtenstein are very, very pro-cryptocurrency. They're keeping the taxes low, they're inviting the companies, and then when the jobs are created and then the money's there, then they can worry about the taxes later. Bermuda put forward plans to amend the Banking Act in order to establish a new class of banks. Welcome to the Caribbean. BitPay, unfortunately, did move from Poland to Malta, because in Poland, even though there are some Bitcoin ATMs, it seems that the government over here has decided to go against cryptocurrencies, but Switzerland isn't too far away. Now, the problem with Switzerland is everything's really, really high in cost over there. You're going to be making a lot of money once you're well established, and cryptocurrency, these major players do have the millions around to play with, but rent costs money and the employees will cost money. I don't mean money like $2,000, $3,000. I mean like $5,000, $6,000 a month, like double everything that is costing in America, or especially Poland or Italy, Germany. It is a very expensive place to live. That's because they pay like 4,000 francs to employees of Lidl and normal grocery stores. They're making bank. Now, just as there is a radar for Bitcoin ATMs, there's also the Big Mac Index, and that is a simplified version of measuring countries' GDP and how they're able to purchase goods over there. So, for example, United States is the base currency, and in Norway, it is undervalued by 5.2%. Now, there's only a couple countries that are above the US, and they're overvalued in terms of the Big Mac costing more than in the United States. And the number one country is Switzerland, with a franc being overvalued by 18.8% from 2000 to 2018, meaning that a Big Mac is going to cost you 18.8% more than in America. But compare that to, let's say, Britain, where it's 23% underneath the United States. Or where is Poland? I can't even find Poland. It's probably somewhere, I don't know. But anyways, a Big Mac, I'm just going to guess, is double the price that it is in Poland, or maybe even triple the price that it is in Poland. Like, the prices in Zermatt for a Big Mac were insane, like a 10 euro Big Mac or something crazy like that. Anyways, in terms of Lamassu, I wish them all the best of luck, and here is to 2019 and making a lot of money. Thank you guys so much for staying tuned. If you'd like to subscribe, you can feel free to do that. Turn on the notifications. Don't get too stressed out by cryptocurrencies. Don't overanalyze. Just observe the markets. When you feel it's a good time to invest, do it, but have proper research behind it. Get a couple opinions into it, and then take the risk. But if it's not for you, then it's not for you, and maybe you're just watching for entertainment, and that is fine. Whether or not you have liked this news, you can give a like or dislike, and we shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.